Am I the asshole for not ordering any food so I wouldn't have to split the bill? I, 27 male, have been part of a small friend group, about 8 people, since college. 2 people in the group, Susan and Greg, are total leeches. If we go out for lunch, they'll order the most expensive thing on the menu, feed us a sob story about their finances, and dump half the bill on everyone else. Last weekend, my friend Dan invited me to a casual dinner. I told him I wouldn't come if Susan or Greg were going. He said they would be there but asked me to put my opinions aside and just come this once. This is where I might be the asshole. I agreed and showed up. As everyone ordered, most people spent around $40. Susan and Greg, of course, ordered the most expensive items, racking up about $200 each. When it was my turn, I simply pointed to the $4 Miller Lite and told the waiter I wasn't eating, just drinking. I said I had lost my appetite. 2 other friends followed suit and canceled their orders, opting for just drinks. When the check came, Greg tried to split it 6 ways. I stood up and corrected him. It should be split 3 ways. Greg was confused and said we always split the bill. I reminded him that 3 of us didn't eat any food and were just paying for our drinks. Dan, who had only ordered around $50 worth of food, ended up stuck with a bill for $146.98. Yes, I remember the exact number. His jaw nearly hit the floor. I dropped $10 for my drink, said goodbye, and left. The next morning, Greg and Susan flooded my phone with texts saying I was an asshole for not ordering any food and forcing them to pay more than they planned. I honestly laughed. Those steaks alone were more than they paid. Dan also messaged me saying I should have just stayed home instead of pulling that stunt and leaving him with such a huge bill. Edit. At this restaurant, the bar is separate, so drinks go on a different bill. Also, tipping isn't a thing in my country. Edit 2. A few clarifications. Most restaurants here don't do separate checks, and you're lucky if they even split it for you. Dan could have asked Greg and Susan to transfer him money, but he always tries to help them through their financial hardship, even though they're clearly using him. I admit it was petty, but I'm done paying for their crap. If Dan wants to spend his money on them, fine, but I'm out. Dan is a good friend, just incredibly blind to how they treat him. This was my petty way of trying to make him see it. So, am I the asshole?